Alright, so we're going to go over Boolean data types, values, and expressions. So we're going to go over the following symbols. So we have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So the first one, this checks if, the first four, they check if they compare two values together. So this one, let's say I'll compare 5 and 3. So it checks if this statement is true. Is 5 less than 3? Well, no, it's not. So it's going to return in false. This one, it checks if a value is less than or equal to each other. So is 5 less than or equal to 3? No, it's not. So this one will turn in false. So this one, it's the other way around. So it checks if 5 is greater than or equal to 3. Well, that's true. So it's going to return in true. And this one, it checks if is 5 greater than 3. Well, that's true. So it's going to return in true. This one, it compares two values to see if they're equivalent to each other. So is 5 equal to 3? Well, that's not true. So it's going to return in false. And the last one, it pretty much checks if they're not equal to each other. So does 5 not equal 3? Well, that's true. So it's going to return in true. And also, if you were to print these out, this is what you would get. So let's say we try and print them out. So let's say you have 5 does not equal 3. Okay, and you try and print this out, what would you get? You would get a statement saying true on your console log. Okay, and if you let's say have 5 equals to 3, you're going to get a statement saying false. There's also another data type we're going to talk about quickly. This is called the Boolean data type. So pretty much it works like, integers and strings, like how you set them up, but the only values you can input is true or false. So you can declare x to be true or x to be false. And this becomes helpful when you're working with if statements or while loops or things like that we're going to discuss later on. So let's quickly work on a small program. Okay, so we're going to write a program where we get two numbers and then we add them up, and we have to have our user to tell us what it's equal to, and then at the very end we're going to have a print statement that tells us if what we said, if our answer is true or false. So let's set up these two numbers. So let's have num1 equal to system.current-time millis. So this is pretty much going to give you the amount of milliseconds from January 1st, 1970 to now. And let's convert it to an int and put this in bracket so that this all gets converted. Okay. Now we're gonna do modulus 10, so we can combine, because this is a really large number, but we're gonna combine it to be in the boundaries of 0 and 9. Now let's get our second number. So let's copy this code here. This will be num2, and num2 will be exactly the same as num1, but I don't want that, so I'm going to divide by 10 and get a different value. Okay, now let's set up our scanner. Okay, and then let's get our user input. Okay, so now after oh yeah, and we should put out like a print statement, so we actually know what numbers we're working with. So this will be num1 plus num2 equals, okay, and then we put in our answer. Now we're gonna do a print statement. So let's put the following here to our print statement, and at the end let's put in our answer. This statement is it true or false? So in this section we're gonna put num1 plus num2 equals my answer. So how the code is going to work is num1, so it's going to print out this num1 plus num2 equals my answer. So we put in my answer in our scanner section, and then this line, this statement is, it's not going to show our numbers equaling to each other. This is going to check if the statement is true or false. So let's oh yeah, let's close the scanner at the end. So let's check if this code actually works. Okay, 3 plus 8, that's 11, right? 3 plus 8, that's 11. This statement is true. So let's run it again. 1 plus 0, that's 1. This statement is true. Now let's put in an incorrect statement. 8 plus 1, that's 0, right? This statement is false. Alright, now let's do a quick practice. Alright, so this should be pretty easy. So we have to know what the following will be. So x is 1. So is 1 greater than 0? That's true. So this will be true. Is 1 less than 0? That's not true. That's false. Is 1 not equal to 0? That's true. Is 1 greater than or equal to 0? Well, it's greater than, so that's true. Does 1 not equal 1? Well, that's false. 1 is 1. There you go.